As the movie begins, we see a truck carrying a group of illegal immigrants in the back. The vehicle breaks down while they are traveling toward America. The driver comes out of the truck and opens the hood to inspect the engine. But they don't know what is wrong. So they proceed to the back of the truck to the immigrants to ask if any of them is a mechanic. Moises replies that he is and gets out of the truck. He heads over to the front to inspect the engine, but Moises says he cannot repair it and the truck must be towed. So the driver calls his boss and informs the situation, and later tells the guide named Lobo they will change the course. Lobo initially refuses but eventually demands extra money to do the job. Another guide named Mekes gets worried, as something terrible happened to a group like them a few days ago, but Lobo dismisses him. Lobo points the immigrants toward America and tells them to get out of the truck. They leave the truck and begin walking across the desert toward America. A few hours later, the group arrives at the border. Lobo warns them they have arrived in the United States and says they have to be very careful from now on and crosses the fence. Meanwhile, a man named Sam is driving along a road with his dog, Tracker. They stop at the mountain, and Sam begins rabbit hunting. He uses his sniper rifle to kill a rabbit. The immigrants are alerted by the gunfire. They start fleeing and find safety in a field full of cactus and tumbleweeds. They take a break when they don't appear to notice any danger. Moises witnesses a guy making a move at a female immigrant named Adela. After noticing Adela's discomfort at the man's advances, Moises jumps in and is able to divert him and stop him from advancing any further. Lobo then tells everyone to get up, as they still have to walk a long way. Somewhere else, Sam is driving down the road again when he comes upon a border police agent. He asks Sam if he has permission. Sam inquires if he requires permission to shoot rabbits. The agent claims he does not. Sam informs the agent that he previously reported seeing illegal immigrants' tracks and asks the agent if he followed it out. The agent claims he hasn't been told anything about it and wishes Sam good luck on his hunt, but Sam tells him to keep the good luck to himself. Both men got into their trucks and left. As the group continues their journey, they are separated into two groups as Lobo gets ahead with most of them, while Mekes is left behind with Moises, Adela, and two other guys. A few hours later, Lobo gets far ahead and Mekes pleads with him to wait for them, but he ignores them. They stop for a moment on the hill, and Mekes notices Sam's truck, telling everyone to hide. Sam comes across the immigrants' tracks again and calls up Tracker to sniff the cloth he found and orders him to find them. Moises is worried as he realizes Sam is not from the border patrol and something horrible will happen to the group. Tracker eventually helps Sam to spot the Lobos group from a distance as they walk away. He tells Tracker to return to the truck and quickly grabs his rifle. Moises and the group realize what's going to happen. Sam climbs to a higher point for better aim, and he fatally shoots Lobo. Before the group can realize what happened, Sam takes out another man. The group gets horrified and runs away scattered, but Sam manages to take all of them one by one, and says welcome to the land of the free. Mekes gets scared and runs in the opposite direction, and the group follows him. Sam jumps back into his truck and starts cheering to himself. Tracker begins barking toward where the group is heading, and Sam realizes there are more immigrants. He gets his sniper rifle and notices the group making their way over the hill. Sam and Tracker jump back into the vehicle and head in that direction. Meanwhile, the group runs away, trying to keep up with Mekes. Sam arrives at the end of the road. He exits the truck and orders Tracker to look for them. Sam follows Tracker on foot. Moises and the group continue to run, knowing that Sam and Tracker are not far behind. A man drops his bag, which causes him to fall behind and is caught by Tracker, who takes him to the ground and attacks him. Adela attempts to help him, but Moises stops her since he knows it is too late. Tracker eventually kills him, and Sam notices this from a distance. Tracker then takes off to look after other immigrants. The group begins climbing a rock mountain in an attempt to lose Tracker. Tracker starts climbing as high as he can but only gets it halfway up the mountain. He returns and searches for another route up. Sam climbs another rock mountain and can see Moises and the rest of the group. Tracker discovers another route up the mountain. Moises and the others reach a point when they must jump to another rock. Mekes, Moises, and Adela all jump to the other rock, but the fourth immigrant is reluctant and takes his time crossing, but ultimately jumps before Tracker can get him. He doesn't make it, and Moises attempts to help him, but Sam kills him with his rifle. He takes a shot at Moises, but this time he misses. As Mekes runs away, Moises catches up to him to ask about the directions, but Mekes has no clue about that place, and Moises suggests they must stick together. Sam and Tracker return to the vehicle. He checks a map and instructs Tracker to head out to do his job. Tracker takes off in search of the last three immigrants. Sam gets back into his vehicle and starts driving again. He comes to a halt near a canyon. The trio sees Sam in his vehicle around the corner. But Sam doesn't notice them since they're hidden in the canyon. They go back the other way but run into Tracker. They quickly start climbing the canyon, desperately trying to lose Tracker. Meanwhile, Sam exits the truck and starts walking toward where Moises and the group are headed. The group manages to escape from Tracker, but it alerts Sam. He starts climbing the canyon after them. Moises and Adela are able to move fast, while Mekas panics after finding Sam approaching behind him, causing him to lose his grip and fall to the ground, injuring himself. Moises and Adela take cover in the canyon's rocks. Tracker runs over to Mekas and starts attacking him. Sam calls Tracker off of him, and Mekas begs Sam for his life, but he shoots him in the head, killing him. While Moises still hides under the rocks, the toy bear in his bag starts buzzing. Despite his efforts to silence it, it alerts Sam of their existence. Sam assures Tracker that he will take them tomorrow because it is nearly dark, and they can't go far. As the sun sets for the night, Adela and Moises head to a place to rest, and Adela tells Moises that her partner, who was one of Sam's victims, had been sent by her parents to guard her, and that even though he assaulted her on the way, she thinks he didn't deserve to die like that. Moises admits to Adela that he has previously been to the United States and has a family that awaits him in Oakland, and reveals that the talking teddy bear was given to him by his kid before he was deported and that Moises promised to bring it back. Meanwhile, Sam sits by a campfire with Tracker, telling him how he used to enjoy the desert, but now the heat is messing with his brain, and he wants to get away from it. The following morning, Adela spots Sam's truck from the top of a hill and narrowly avoids being bitten by a snake. She informs Moises about it and suggests they steal the truck. She asks for the teddy bear to get rid of Tracker. Tracker detects their presence and pursues them. Sam then follows behind him. They reach the top of the hill and overhear the teddy bear once more. They come across the teddy bear in the midst of snakes. It turns out to be a distraction as Moises and Adela make their way to Sam's truck. Sam attempts to shoot them, but they manage to reach the truck, avoiding his bullets. They find it locked, but Moises grabs the antenna and uses it to open the front door, narrowly avoiding Tracker. Tracker starts climbing on top of the vehicle, but Moises quickly hotwires the truck and drives off. Moises and Adela are relieved that they have escaped. But Sam manages to shoot Adela in the shoulder. Moises gets distracted and flips the truck. Moises gets out of the truck and notices Sam climbing down a hill from a distance. Moises brings out Adela from the vehicle. Sam arrives at the truck to find they are gone. Moises and Adela set out on foot and took the first aid kit from Sam's vehicle. Sam decides to finish them, and Tracker runs off with Sam close behind. Moises and Adela stop under a huge cactus. Moises checks the first aid box and discovers a flare gun and a few bandages inside. He uses the bandage on Adela. He then tells her he has to leave, as they both will die if he stays. She pleads with him not to leave her alone, but he leaves by taking the flare gun. Sam and Tracker move in on Adela near the cactus. Moises, on the other hand, uses his flare gun. Sam and Tracker decide to go after Moises as Sam believes Adela is dying or already dead, unaware that she got medical supplies. Moises arrives at a cactus field and begins to move through it. Tracker passes through it as well. Moises comes to a halt and puts a second flare into the gun. As the Tracker approaches, Moises shoots him in the mouth. Sam rushes towards Tracker after hearing his cries. Tracker is dying, and he is too late. He kills Tracker to take out his suffering. He cries and apologizes to Tracker. This enrages Sam even more, and he begins yelling at Moises that he's a dead man. In the distance, Moises notices the border police. He shouts at it but fails to alert it in time. Sam sees Moises and fires at him, but the bullet misses and hits on the cactus tree. Moises flees, and Sam continues to go after him. Moises starts climbing another rock hill, avoiding more gunfire from Sam. This sets off a cat and mouse chase as Moises attempts to flee Sam at the top of this huge rock mountain. Moises continues to hide from Sam until Sam comes to a halt at the edge of the mountain's cliff. Sam checks the area for any trace of Moises. Moises sneaks up behind him and knocks Sam down the mountain. Both guys collide with the mountain slope and roll down. Sam has been hurt, and the bone in his right leg is broken. Moises, on the other hand, looks to be well. Both look over and see Sam's sniper a few feet away. They get up and attempt to run for it. Moises succeeds in obtaining his weapon. Sam begs Moises for his life. So Moises decides not to shoot Sam and instead chooses to abandon him in the desert to die. Moises resumes his walk. He returns to the place he left Adela. He helps her to her feet and walks with carrying Adela on his back. He holds her throughout the day. As the night falls, Moises observes several lights ahead from shacks and buildings, indicating that he's near a town. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and turn on notifications to watch more videos like this.